Become present. Close your eyes if you're comfortable and join me as we go within. Oh, so as we breathe into the light of this moment, we feel the delight of the evening. As we are joined in love and as love and with love for Allie, for bringing us together this evening. For she has come forth recognizing the power of love within her that is expressing as this creative idea, this book, this idea of God's joy that has made itself manifest through her. We are joined by our love for her. We are joined by our love of life. For it is the love of life that has caused Allie to put together all that is within her in a way that is presented so authentically that each one of us can unify in our humanness and join together in our divinity. And so we know that this night it is a celebration of Allie's acceptance to God's invitation, of her saying yes to spirit within her, of her saying yes to the creative urge that bubbled up in her, creating this masterpiece, for truly that is what it is, a piece of her mastery of life, presented so uniquely, so joyfully, and in a way that allows us all to be liberated by our own laughter and our own acceptance of our humanity. And so it is this night that we know that each one of us is so blessed to be here and to experience the joy of this night, to experience the joy that is Allie. And I know that every part of this evening is blessed. Allie is so blessed as she presents God in this unique and joyful way. And we know that even the suckiness is blessed. And in blessing it, it is sanctified. And we know that it is all good. It is all holy. It is all sacred. And it is all joyful. And so with gratitude to Allie, gratitude to Spirit, gratitude for each one of us, gratitude for all of this and so much more, I release this word into the law that returns it full, and I release us all into an evening of laughter and delight. And please join with me in accepting this truth as we say, and so it is. Okay, we ready? Without further ado, it is my pleasure to introduce to you Allie Schuyler.
Yeah, well, you suck too, so there. Just kidding. Okay, now I can take the stick out. I can take my coat off. Welcome, everyone. First of all, thank you so much for coming out to support me. I can't begin to tell you how honored and blessed I am to call so many of you friend. Tonight I'm going to read some of the chapters from my book, Life Sucks, Just Kidding, as well as share some of the songs I've written over the past 25 years. It amazed me how easily and effortlessly I was able to weave my words and music into the thoughts and observations of these essays. And I'm so excited and appreciative to have the amazing Barbara Quinlan over here, bringing these songs to life for me. I can't tell you what a gift it is. So let me begin with a quote. Discontent is the first necessity of progress, by Thomas Edison. Keep that in mind as you listen to me rant and rave. What truly inspired me to even consider bundling my essays into a book for the public was that I realized that most of the spiritual self-help journeying books I read are by people who have already gotten there. They found God and physical and emotional well-being and can look back and say, it's all been worth it, no regrets. Well, not me. I'm still in the midst of the storm, struggling to find the well-being, the peace, and I ain't there yet. Initially, I was writing for myself as a way to express my feelings and allow them to be heard by me. However, while writing, I discovered that I really, really like to write in a caustic, sometimes angry, sometimes judgmental, hopefully funny, tongue-in-cheek way about the issues that come up for me as I travel along this spiritual journey. What started out as journal entries expressing my pissed-offedness and confusion has become a revelatory journey where I'm starting to find my voice as well as the humor in challenging situations, whether it be with my kids, my health, or just stuff in general that I experience and observe. I even have friends now who are giving me suggestions on what to write about that sucks. The last 2 years of an already challenging life have been extremely challenging, and I have extremely in like capital letters and bold and big. As I've been striving to do life without 6 years of medication I'd been on for panic attacks due to a chemical imbalance, and what I now realize was my inability to consciously connect to a higher power. By the way, panic attacks are the suckiest condition anyone could ever have to deal with. Terror is terrifying, and it creates all sorts of awful physical ailments and conditions in the body that suck too. Trying to heal a chemical imbalance and all its trickle-down physical illnesses through awareness, prayer, meditation, diet, therapy, yoga, patience, supplements, and faith has been pretty difficult. So please remember that this book was initially written during a very sucky time of my life. And hopefully, amidst the suckiness, you will see the humor and humanness I am hoping to convey. Read it with a grain of salt and know that this too shall pass. This might help you laugh with me and know my higher good, even as you follow my sarcastic, kicking and screaming, ranting and raving journey on the way to the light. So here's to all you fellow light suckers and spiritual seekers out there who just need a place to say, that sucks, and that's the truth. Deep down, I am hopeful that one day I'll become enlightened and will be able to read all these new thought, new age, new hope, new life, new awareness, new thinking books and go, I got it. I really got it. But right now, I'm not there yet. And it feels good to say so, and it feels good to feel okay feeling sucky. Wait, before I start the rest of it, I just want to take a picture of everybody. Sorry. Okay. All right. On the count of 3, you have to say life sucks. All right. 1, 2, 3. Life sucks. Oh, good. Thank you. Okay. How to do that? Okay. Chapter 1. Waking up sucks. I love that feeling. Mark, what are you doing here? I thought you were going with your dad's birthday thing. What? Oh, good surprise. Where's Al? There you are. Okay, sorry. I heard Mark. I just had to stop and say something. What? Jamie's saying something. What is it, Jamie? Why? I like it here. Oh, okay. What is it too? Okay. Chapter 1. Waking up sucks. I love that feeling when you first wake up, when you don't realize where you are, who you are, and what you are. You just are, and it's amazingly delicious. You feel whole and complete, and there's just a tiny bit of a smile on your face as you snuggle back into the covers. You breathe in and out easily and effortlessly. Thank you, Shakti Gawain. Everything feels right with you and right with the world. All is well. And then, bam! Consciousness comes into play, and you got to do this whole life thing all over again. Waking up sucks.
My days just dancing through my ups and downs, spinning round. I'm hanging on to what I've got with all my heart. It's not enough. Waking to days filled with sorrow, deep hurt, unclear hurt. Can't help myself see the bright side, fighting for my life. Regrets for all those hours when I was wasting time, trapped inside. I'm waiting for the moment when I'm not uptight, feel alright. Waking to days filled with sorrow, deep hurt, unclear hurt. Can't help myself see the bright side, fighting for my life. When will I? And when I come unto my home, no longer searching for my soul, when peace can find me all alone, I will discover that I have the strength and faith to do those things I pushed aside and knew of being sad, alone, and blue. I will discover.
Chapter 2. I'm up here, right? Not down there? Okay. Gab, can you get me still? That's my sister, by the way. That's Gabrielle. She's my sister. That's my sister. She's doing all the artwork for the next book. You're what? Yeah, she sucks there. Chapter 2. Spirituality sucks. So great. Now I've learned I've got the power to create, and everything that happens in my life is truly in my control. I'm learning that every experience is something that I've created, attracted, and manifested. Fuck! I liked it better. Frankie said I could curse in here, by the way. It's okay. I liked it better when I could blame my life experiences on everyone else. Gave me a sense of superiority and blamelessness and worthiness. Yes, worthiness. If it's everyone else's fault, then there's nothing wrong with me. If I have no control over circumstances that happen to me that I don't like, then I'm not wrong, or the one at fault, or the one creating the drama, or the one that people won't like because I messed up. I liked blaming others for the circumstances that happened to me that I didn't like. However, the experience that happened to me that I did like, I was more than happy to take full responsibility for. Meanwhile, after reading numerous spiritual books and teachers and therapists and science of mind classes, I am aware that I am responsible for everything that happens in my life. So now I can pummel myself, beat myself up, yell at myself, berate myself, instead of doing the same to the unforeseen or seen forces that I would like to think made the bad stuff happen. I know you're supposed to love yourself no matter what you create for yourself. I accept and love myself exactly as I am. Thank you, Louise Hay. Here's another thought. With regard to the I am the master of my creations, or I am the artist and the art, or it's within my control to either create love or fear, or I am spirit expressing itself as the individualized expression of God. Say that like 10 times fast. That's really hard. I am spirit expressing itself as the individualized expression of God, so I must let go and let God. If, this is a big one for me, I'm supposed to relinquish the how to the higher power within me that knows more than I do, that is here to create the specifics of how I get what I want, that doesn't clue me in until the end, that I've got to just trust, how the hell is everything truly in my control? How can I be in control but surrender to a divine power? Not able to wrap my brain around that one yet. I love having Mary in the front. She laughs at anything I say, like even if it's not funny. It's so cool. That was funny, but even if it's not, she laughs. She's also the one that sends me things that suck. Like she calls me up, Allie, you have to write about pantyhose. Pantyhose suck. I'm taught that I have to remember that everything is in my control only if I surrender. I can control everything and get everything I want by surrendering to God, to spirit, to all that is, to my divine inner voice. Well, inner voice, schminner voice. Where is this inner voice that is supposed to be so wise in helping me sit back and relax when I'm in dire pain, or my child is crying out in anguish from a gallbladder attack, and I don't know what the hell to do? Where is this inner voice when I'm up to my 35th doctor trying to figure out why the hell I'm in so much pain all the time? I'm so glad Mark is here. Where is this inner voice when no matter what I do, I can't figure out a way to help my son sleep through the night so that I can get a full night's sleep of rest? Don't tell me all is well. Don't tell me there's a divine plan when my child is writhing in agonizing pain and looking at me for help, and I don't know what the fuck to do. And how about the idea that once you are aware of how life really works, that is, works according to the spiritual teachers based on their spiritual understanding of the spiritual universe, how do you not want to fix everything that's not going right in your life? If it's bliss we're entitled to, thank you, Abraham and Joseph Campbell, then it's bliss we want. Once given the power to know how to change and make life better, through, let's say, the law of attraction, the law of deliberate intent, and the law of allowing, thank you, Abraham, again, how could you not want it all the time for everything? And if you didn't get what you wanted, how could you not feel somehow like you were doing something wrong or incompetent or that you were a failure? So when I'm not sure So when I'm sure I've been doing my absolute best to do every spiritual exercise that is supposed to keep me connected to Source, and then I get hit with a giant wave of challenging times, I get really pissed off. How can you not get angry? It sucks when you're doing your best and you can't make something work. I'm sorry, but it really feels like shit to know that I've created crap, aware or unaware, that I didn't want and can't figure out how to stop it from pummeling me. I am a passionate, powerful being, and I want what I want. I'm not good at just weathering the goddamn storm, allowing it to just be without judgment or the need to do something to fix it. Give me a shovel, and I will get to work shoveling the shit out of the way. I can't just sit back and surrender and watch while the pile gets bigger. And this is important. How come all these spiritually evolved teachers and people still get pummeled if they're so connected? Aside, I now hear a teacher of mine saying that all of us are both human and divine, so that no one is immune to pain and suffering, not even Jesus, evidently. What greater pain than being nailed to the cross and left to die? Yuck. Does that mean that we are always destined for pain no matter what, no matter how much I meditate, or affirm, or smile, or breathe, or release, or surrender, or love, or laugh, or exercise, or eat right, or act with integrity, or serve? I am going to experience pain, loss, and grief. Oh my God. That sucks. Really sucks big time. So here it is. I like control, and I like my ego, and I like my mind. The one I can hear in my friggin' head. It makes me feel great to have an idea and to imagine the hows, the ways that I can create what I want and then create it exactly as I imagined. I don't need a higher power that is invisible, no less. To figure out how to create it for me, I already know how. Just do it my way. This is where you envision me having a tantrum on the floor like a 2-year-old. Feel free to just tell me to shut the boop up. Spirituality sucks. Okay, I've been looking forward to reading this chapter all week. Chapter 4. I'm not reading it in order. I'm taking like 10 chapters from the book. This is chapter 4. Parenting sucks. I've had a really bad week with my kids, so I'm really going to enjoy every word in this chapter. This is a great chapter to share with anyone thinking about, considering, pondering, or fantasizing about having kids. This is where the truth be told, not all the gooey, gushy, heads-up-their-ass comments people make about the joys of having kids. Parenting sucks, and so do kids. And let me tell you, my next book is going to be an entire book about this. Lexi and Chaz, if you're reading this, remember that I'm writing essays in a tongue-in-cheek kind of way. And Chaz, go ask your dad what that means. And yes, if you both washed your hands before taking food from the refrigerator, didn't pee on the friggin' toilet seat without cleaning it up, you know who you are, Chaz. Walked the dog without us asking or without complaining, or were able to be with each other without killing each other. Who's going to turn their cell phone off? It's mine? Chaz, what is it? I'm doing a show. No, you can't stick Dash in the oven. Will you please go get your sister and put her on the phone? What do you mean you locked her in the basement? Chaz, I'm doing a show. I'll talk to you later, okay? Bye. Okay, sorry. Anyway, where was I? Okay, let me start with pregnancy is an unnatural concept. You've all been pregnant, right? Right, okay. At 32, I started late. I still hadn't even figured out how to make my body work for myself. And there it was, creating, harboring, and spawning another person's life. How strange is that? I had enough of a hard time sharing my vagina with my husband. How well do you think I did sharing my entire body with a complete stranger? For me, being pregnant was not fun. I know my beautiful friend Adeline here loved being pregnant every time. And I admire her, but I wasn't like that, sorry. Being nauseous for 3 months is not fun. Not being able to sleep for 3 months before the baby is born because they're lying on your sciatica nerve is not fun. Having trouble breathing because your breasts are so big they're pushing up against your esophagus is not fun. Being tired, so incredibly tired, and having to work to make a living at the same time is not fun. And let me tell you, natural childbirth hurts like hell. I thought I was going to die. Then after 26 hours of labor, you have half your entire insides ripped out, and this little person comes out wanting to suck your breasts. more life out of me. When do I get to rest? You know, it's funny. I just have suffering. I have a picture of me, like I'm on the chair, you know, and I'm like pushing Lexi out, and I'm like, I look like in such agony. And Jamie's sitting behind me, and he has this big smile on his face. I can't look at that picture and not like start to cry. Anyway, who the hell invented this cockamamie system? I'm sorry, but once you've given birth, you realize that there's no bloody way God is a woman. And I don't even think God is a man, because I know that my husband would never in a million years wish such pain on anyone. Pages are sticking, hang on. He wouldn't. He wouldn't. He's a really nice guy. There's Jamie right there, in case that's Jamie. There's Jamie over there, Jamie. So the baby's here, and now you're changing poop and saliva and throw up, and the nonstop wanting you never ends. My husband and I end up doing parenting in a vacuum with little help from family on either side. We rely on hired help, if possible, to make up the difference. And oh yeah, my husband is just never really around enough to help out, to keep me from always operating on the verge of collapse. And both my kids are indigo kids. This means that they know what they want, and they ain't giving up until they get it, and they have very powerful spirits that don't understand the words flexible or patience or no. Forgot to mention, I was also into cloth diapers, natural foods, nursing, co-sleeping, attaching your kid to the hip, alternative lifestyle choices, which basically mean that you never, ever have time for yourself or for fun, as you're either always shopping, cleaning, or cooking vegetables and foods, hand-washing diapers, nursing children through illnesses for 3 times as long as those parents that use drugs, or traveling inordinate distance to get your kids to the schools that support your views on child rearing and education. Okay, I gotta breathe now. Okay. And let me tell you, really hear this, kids don't ever stop wanting. Even when they get what they want, they're on to the next thing. And they don't see you as a person, and they don't even understand when you can't be there for them. And God forbid you should do something for yourself in lieu of for them. And don't forget, kids do not walk the dog no matter how much they tell you they're going to. Except for Chelsea Kanzler over here. Darlene, Chelsea's very good. I know, she's the exception to the rule. And sex. Don't even think about it if you can't get a weekend or night away, especially if your kids' rooms are right near you and your hubby's bedroom. Even on those rare occasions that we do get a night alone, my husband and I are both so friggin' tired, we just want to sleep in peace. I'm telling you, if you love sex, don't have kids. Actually, you know, when you think about it, and ironically, natural childbirth and kids are truly the best form of birth control. What great mind thought that one through? After you have them, it's too late. The absolute worst part of parenting is that when you have an issue with or about your kid, and you go to a therapist or a spiritual guidance person, or you read all these psychological spiritual books about parenting and families, the big news flash is that once the parent straightens out their own issues, the kids' issues usually resolve themselves. What? Don't I do enough? These beings have wrung every last drip drop out of me, and now you're telling me it's all my fault they suck? Why in the hell do I have to fix myself so that my kids can be more centered and happy and functioning? Aren't they responsible for their own attraction? Didn't they attract me? I was here first. So they should have to make the adjustments to make my life easier. So there. I'm telling you. Think twice before having kids, even though most of you have had kids already. A shiny red convertible with a beach house to drive to and non-saggy boobs would be a real nice change right about now. Parenting sucks. Oh, I can't come down here. Okay. This next song I'm going to do is called Oh Brother, and I wrote it 4 years ago for my daughter Lexi, who most of you know. It was born out of a need to process one of the most challenging and exhausting elements of parenting for me, which is trying to influence 2 indigo, extremely stubborn, pain in the tush, do-it-my-way children to get along and co-create, and to help them realize that the other people in your family have needs too, and that their sole purpose in life is not to serve your every whim and desire. Writing this song was an effort on my part to bring some humor and understanding to a very explosive love-hate relationship between now 16-year-old Lexi and almost 10-year-old brother Chaz. Currently, I am happy to report that I've been seeing some light at the end of the tunnel. I'm beginning to have some glimpses that the 2 of them will one day turn into buddies and have a tight, supportive bond of love and fun. Thank the friggin' Lord! And although I was originally going to have Lexi sing the song tonight, as she is the singer extraordinaire, I decided it was better to torture the 2 of them and have her babysit her brother at home. So please visualize with me and make believe that I am 10-year-old Lexi.
I was 6 when I got the news. news that my dream was coming true, that my mom and dad and me would no longer be just three. I was psyched, a little sister. I just couldn't wait to hug and kiss her. Clothes and toys and teddy bears, all the things that we would share. Then it happened. I'll never forget the day when I heard my mama say, "It's a Chaz." A little boy, I was quite a bit annoyed, but when I met this little guy with a twinkle in his eye, I thought he is not a she, but nonetheless he's meant to be my brother. Oh, brother, he's my brother, like no other. Can he see it's so annoying that I've had enough of boying? He keeps banging on my door, he keeps coming back for more of me. Oh, brother. At first I'd like to smush him, kiss and hug him, give him lovin'. But then he learned to talk, and after that he learned to walk, and now he follows me from here to there. He even broke my favorite chair. But he's my brother, oh brother, he's my brother, like no other. Can he see it's so annoying that I've had enough of boying? He keeps banging on my door, he keeps coming back for more of me. Oh brother. Well, that twinkle in his eye turned to mischief gone awry. He's a pain, he's a nuisance, and he hits and he spits his juice in my face and screams and yells when he doesn't get his way. But he is my brother, oh brother, he's my brother, like no other. Can he see it's so annoying that I've had enough of boying? He keeps banging on my door, he keeps coming back for more of me. Oh brother. Then last week something changed. It was weirdly kind of strange. He was gone, and overnight. And I tried with all my might not to miss him, but I missed him. So the morning he came home, instead of running to my room, I smushed him, and I hugged him, and I kissed him, and I loved him. 'Cause he's my brother, my little brother. He's my brother, like no other. As he grows more every day, him and I will find our way how to be the best of friends. 'Cause until the very end, he's my brother, my little brother. He's my brother, like no other. As we grow more every day, him and I will always say that we are the best of friends. 'Cause until the very end, he's my brother. I love my brother.
Lex. Chaz. Very passionate, very, they're kind of warrior spirits. They're very self-assured. Anybody else help me out on this one? Indigo? Stubborn, thank you. Any other words? Yeah, and now there's a new generation, I think, of crystal something kids that are supposed to be more calmer, right, Addie? More calmer and not as warrior-oriented, not fighting against the status quo. Okay, chapter 8. Healing your inner child sucks. So here I have two kids, one 9, one 16, on the outside demanding my attention, my love, my compassion, my time, my nurturing, my guidance, my everything. And now I find out I have an inner child on the inside who wants the same friggin' thing. Shit, I just can't get away from these kids. For most of my life, I've been in the dark when it comes to nurturing, listening, honoring, acknowledging, and even knowing that I had an inner child. So now as I spend this year totally wiped out from 16 years of parenting my two amazingly strong-willed, powerful, Indigo, and very loved kids, dealing with the many emotionally trying issues of the teenage years, as well as the challenge of having a push-against-everything son who's here to challenge the laws of man and of the universe, My new therapist tells me that my journey towards health and well-being rests strongly on my ability to embrace my inner child. And of course, my children's well-being rests on me finding my well-being. Ugh. According to my therapist and many other spiritual and psychology experts, I have to acknowledge that the energy that has been calling me for a lifetime, which I have ignored and seen as a pest, this little pest that keeps me from joy, from liberation of pain, from living the life I want to live because it is so sad and hurt and lonely and scared and unloved. I can hear the violins playing right now. Stuck energy, that's what the inner child is. It's stuck energy that sucks. It's like an annoying kid that keeps pulling on your pant like that you can't either swat away because it keeps coming back, or you have to just pay attention to it. But you can't grit your teeth and pay attention to it. You have to give it loving attention, or else it won't transform. So now, I'm talking to myself, to my inner child. Hello, are you in there? As I do my morning walk or drive the car, take a shower. It goes something like this. How are you doing today, inner child? And my inner child responds, wah! What can I do to help you today, inner child of mine? Wah! Would you like a cookie? Wah! I can't even have a cookie now because I have gallbladder issues due to my stuck inner child energy. Hang on a second. My inner child has something to say. This is Allison's inner child speaking. Allison sucks because she doesn't get it. All I want for her is to put her arms around me and make me feel loved and safe. And yeah, I want a cookie with 2% milk, please. Healing your inner child sucks.
Forever and ever and always, you will be my little one. You will be my morning sun, the colors of my rainbow. Forever and ever and always, you will fill my heart with love. You will light the skies above, the colors of my rainbow. Forever and ever and always, you will teach my voice to sing. You will be my everything, the colors of my rainbow. Forever and ever and always, forever and ever and always, forever and ever and always.
I love you forever, inner child of mine. Jamie, I'm just letting you know, this is what I'm doing where you have a little speaking part, so don't forget. Okay, chapter 6. Marriage sucks. Where is the passion? Where is the sex?
Where is the sex?
That was his line.
Where is the goddamn sex?
Where did my youth go? I'm supposed to be in love with and love and be attracted to and attracted for the same human being my entire adult life. And he's supposed to feel the same way about me? You gotta be kidding. We're definitely sold a bill of goods with this whole marriage partner for life thing. The becoming whole when you find a partner is totally opposite of what happens. When you get married and have a family, you actually get divided into so many roles and pieces that you lose yourself. You shatter into parts. That's why our significant others are called partners. They're nerves that break us into parts. And don't ask me what a ner is, just go with the metaphor for now. I'm too tired for not having any sex that I can't be any more clever than that for now. And you know what? I don't like having to sleep in bed with someone, either myself or Jamie, who's farting all night long from eating foods they shouldn't, whose body is starting to droop, who can't stay up after 10 p.m., even on the weekends, whose hair is falling out or turning gray, and who expends all their energy working and managing kids with nothing left to give their partner. Pretty sad when your favorite pastime together is eating dinner in front of a rented movie. I want to feel alive with my partner, not like a bag of mushy old potatoes with spuds growing out of my skin. And I want to have sex with other people who can stay awake after 10 p.m. And you know what? My husband, I'm sure, wants to have sex with other people too who can stay up after 10 p.m. But we won't, and we can't, because we are married and we made a commitment and we honor the commitment, and we're both wimps, and we wouldn't risk our family. And we wouldn't risk the security of each other, and we're friends, and we have kids, and most importantly, both of us have sagging bellies. Ugh, marriage sucks. Chapter 7, Sex Sucks. Sex is just like everything else in life. A lot of work before and after that many times makes the thrill just not worth it. Some of the pre-stuff for women includes shaving, showering, teeth cleaning routine, not putting on your nightly moisturizer, because it is no fun for the guy to be kissing your face eating moisturizing cream, putting on your diaphragm or scrambling around to find a rubber, making sure the kids are asleep if you're a mom, that the dog or cat is out of the room and off the bed, that the door is locked, again if you're a mom, that the room is the right temperature, and lastly and most importantly, that your partner is still awake. Here's a little aside. Preparing for sex is kind of like the same way I feel about vacation. The many hours spent trying to find a place to go that everyone is going to enjoy, the pre-packing and preparing, making arrangements for the dog. Thankfully, I have Allison Erickens over here who always watches my dog for me. She's wonderful. I love this woman. Stopping the paper from being delivered, etc. Then there's the post-vacation laundry, taking 2 days to put everything away and not forgetting to pick up the dog. Better yet, how many times have you gotten to your vacation spot only to find the place sucky, your kids fighting and miserable, and the weather dismal? Many times the pre and during and post of vacation are just so time-consuming and tiring, I'd rather stay home, eat ice cream, and watch Friends on TV. Anyway, back to the sex talk. Specifically now, the post-sex talk. If your husband or lover, this is why it's for adults only, if your husband or lover is fixed like mine, yes, we do refer to Jamie like a dog sometimes, you have to get up after sex and quickly jump off the bed with your hand cupping your vagina in order to not let the semen drip all over the bed and floor as you rush to the bathroom to clean and shower yourself off. I believe that the scientific term is vaginal cuppification. You then put your face moisturizer on so you don't wake up with dry, cracked, disgusting skin. Afterwards, you put on underwear and a pad to catch the remaining semen that is still dripping down your leg. And then the next morning, you clean the sheets if by chance you didn't cup your vagina well enough before getting off the bed. And finally, you apply another sanitary pad so that the leftover last remnants of semen don't slowly drip onto your new morning underwear. Isn't it enough I have to wear pads during my period? Is sex really worth it? Only if you have an orgasm. Sex sucks. Okay. Oops. Chapter 3. Pain sucks. I don't think I can take another book about becoming enlightened through pain, finding your true God self through pain, awakening to the beauty within through pain, returning to love through pain, breathing through the pain, accepting the pain, learning from the pain, growing from the pain. We don't grow from pain. Pain sucks. Let's call a spade a spade. I've given birth to 2 children naturally, 1 breech and 1 in a water tub. I've lived a life of physical and emotional turmoil, and I've had a condition for each letter of the alphabet. I've had my share of pain and continue to have it, so I can claim expertise in this area without needing any degree symbols at the end of my name. You know, it's funny, as I'm writing this, venting and spewing, professing and confessing my heresy to the spiritual teachings I've been working with these past many years, I then start hearing Louise Hay or Wayne Dyer, Shakti Gawain, or Reverend Frankie, or Deepak Chopra, or Abraham give me their uplifting, positive reasons why life is good, even if it is painful. Soothing, loving, sense-offering voices that keep telling me, all is well. You are love and light. Relax and allow. Peace is your divine birthright. But let's ignore those little voices in my head right now and just stick with pain sucks. Why would we, as perfect spirit beings, need to or want to come to this planet to further evolve? If the essence of who we are is perfect, whole, and complete, why isn't perfect, whole, and complete enough? What more does anybody want or need to get to? Why would we want to create ourselves into form and as a result experience so much pain and suffering? Who needs form when there's so much pain here? Why can't we just be without all this pain? Do I really have to live through numerous painful lifetimes to get to evolvement? Okay, so there's a lot of beautiful stuff on this planet, but I don't know anyone, spiritually evolved people included, who don't experience great pain or loss or grief. How can people look back at years of pain in their lives and then say they don't regret any of it because it got them to where they are now? Why do we have to go through such bullshit to get to where we want to be? How can I not regret 48 years of living in an overly sensitive, overreactive, can't handle anything physical body? It's torture, and it's torturous, and it's unfair and ungodlike to give anyone choice enough to create such pain and suffering and misery. And I don't agree that pain is good for the soul or that it's the way for us to learn and grow. If our natural birthright is joy, love, and all that stuff, then why give human the aspects of volition to mess it all up? I'm sorry, but the human race as a whole is not evolving. It's revolving around pain and suffering and doing its best to make the best of a bad experiment. We're lost, and the human experiment is a failure. Someone or something or some being needs to talk to the divine matrix, God, the thing that all that is, or whatever you want to call source, and put in a request for something other than physical form existence. This pathway of spirit into physical form has to be reevaluated and examined and questioned from a perspective that truly honors compassion for us humans. So here's my new mantra. We humans deserve the right to be pain-free without spending years and years of our lives figuring out this physical existence and spending shitloads of money on therapists and seminars and supplements and drugs. Pain sucks. Ooh, that was loud. You guys are lucky I'm not burping in this mic. I burp big. Okay, let me get my pages together here, then I can go. Okay, 1, 2, okay. This is the last long one, then I have a couple short ones. Chapter 12, Being a Woman Sucks. About 15 years ago, I was sitting at my home office making a sales call for the children's theater company my husband and I ran, while nursing my baby, feeling incredibly overwhelmed and scared as to how I was going to manage a 60-hour work week career while taking care of a new little being. I called my mom for support, and to complain, of course. And I'll never forget her telling me that you can have it all. You just can't have it all at the same time. I did not get it then, and I don't get it now. It doesn't seem possible in this day and age. Most of us can't afford to just take care of our kids, financially or spiritually. Our expenses demand an income, and our souls demand creative nourishment. We've evolved to the point where we are able to fulfill so many more aspects of ourselves than we were able to hundreds of years ago. And now we want to do it all. We've got to have it all now. But will we survive doing and having it all? Will we evolve, or will we burn out? A big issue I deal with daily is performing both masculine and feminine roles, and having to switch back and forth quicker than you can say Victor, Victoria 10 times. Women have to be concerned about making a living and dealing with 90% of the family kid stuff. It's burning women out, and I think having to do it all and be it all sucks. We're supposed to gain satisfaction from our ability to be both hunter-gatherer and nurturer without a partner who does the same. Are you friggin' crazy? And yes, men are making their way towards becoming better nurturers and sharing in the caretaking of the family. However, there ain't enough of these enlightened guys to truly call ourselves an egalitarian society. In all my years, I've only met one man who does what women do, who does a damn good job juggling all the elements which women have to, choose to, or feel obligated to do. It's pretty cool to watch, but then again, he's 15 years younger than I am. And the younger men of the newer generation that I see trying to do both roles are paying the same price that women pay. They're spread too thin, too overwhelmed with too many different roles to truly feel themselves or be able to fulfill their roles as the new Superman. And they're so tired, they don't want to have sex either. Most men of my generation, I was born in 1960, are very clear on what they can handle and what they can't. No ifs and or buts. No matter how much we nag them, yes, our generation nags. They're not going to kill themselves trying to be both mom and dad, king and queen, yin and yang. They know their limits and they're sticking to them. Their sense of worth is not tied up into being good at everything. Their sense of worth is into feeding their need to express themselves at a job they like and making a living doing it. Sure, they love their kids and tune in, but they're not ready to take on the managerial role of raising kids and having a family. They rarely deal with the school stuff or the doctor stuff or the meal decision stuff or the clothes stuff or cleaning the bed sheets or making sure the kids have new toothbrushes every 3 months or the packing for vacation stuff or the laundry stuff or arranging the babysitting stuff, etc. For my contemporaries, men are more assistants to the wives. It's the women who manage the family lifestyle. And you know what? It sucks. Better yet, do we really want such an egalitarian society? If we're all alike and do the same roles and we're all burnt out, where's the attraction? Where is the sexual heat between the yin and yang coming together to make the whole? Even though we don't and won't admit it to ourselves or even to our friends, how many of us are truly attracted to those rare and far between dads who stay home and take care of the kids while their wives go out and make the living? Or the gentle, kind, go-with-the-flow men who allow their wives to call the shots in private and in public and run the home like a well-run ship? We think they're wimps, and we wouldn't sleep with them if you paid us. On the sex front and in the bedroom, most of us want a hunter-gatherer and one who knows how to open us up and fly us to the moon. And you know why I think women do it all? Because we believe we're supposed to be able to do it all, and because we want it all. Nowadays, women want to do the jobs of both men and women. Our ego is tied up with proving that we can do and be everything. And it's hurting us big time, in the workplace, in the home, in the bedroom, and in our health. And you know what sucks the most? Us women did this to ourselves. We had a revolution, but are we evolving? We wanted it all at the same time. And we want our children and spouses to have it all. We want to have a career and have kids and manage a family and have big houses and passionate sex and organic home-cooked meals and cool cell phones for everyone in the family and do dinner parties and at the same time without understanding that we're only human, immortal spirits in mortal bodies and minds that can only handle so much. Now that life has become so hectic for everyone, we've created substances to keep us going 24 hours a day, substances that are many times toxic but conveniently fuel our economy to the max. I bet you that if we took away all the coffee, alcohol, sugar, and medications from women and men, we wouldn't be able to do it all. We're also dependent upon stimulants and sedatives and laxatives and supplements. How the hell can we figure out if it's really worth being able to live in both the woman's world and the man's world? Being a mom is a full-time job. Working a 60-hour week is a full-time job, and most of us do both. And most of us don't just have one kid, we have 2 and 3, and some, God bless them, 4. Many of us think we can do it, and we want to do it, but are we really doing it? From what I've observed, most of us women are tired, burnt out, unjustly or justifiably angry at our husbands, many divorced, many single moms, many married too long because we're afraid to be alone or emotionally damage our kids, having heart attacks too young, overextended want-it-alls that have put our heads in the sand in the name of having it all. I'm tired of trying to be Superwoman and Superman. Superwoman and Superman sucks. I'm going to stay home and catch up on all the episodes of Lost that I missed, fantasize about the good-looking hunter-gatherer men on the series, and eat skinny cow fudge pops dipped in pecan pieces. And then I might go and make dinner. Being a woman sucks. Chapter 15, laundry sucks. Is it me or is anyone else depressed at the thought that you'll have to do laundry for the rest of your life? I like completing a job and then moving on to something else. Not with laundry. Once it's done, there's always more and more and more and more, especially if you have kids. Come to think of it, laundry, like cockroaches, has been around since forever, since the beginning of time. Well, at least since the beginning of humankind, or at least since the beginning of humans wearing clothes and humankind becoming hygienically conscious. And like cockroaches, laundry can be disgustingly dirty. I hate having to wash underwear with skid marks or period blood on it, or socks full of bacteria-ridden dirt and pollen and dog hairs, and who knows what else. And both roaches and laundry come out at night when no one's looking. When else does anyone have time to do laundry but after the day is over and the kids are asleep? And both cockroaches and laundry keep on coming back, day after day after day, night after night after night, lifetime after lifetime. Neither will die. They're here to torment us for eternity. Laundry sucks. Chapter 14, sitcoms suck. I was taught by the best that everything would always turn out all right. There would be challenges and struggles, but it would turn out all right and quickly. After all, it always did for Marcia and Jan and Peter and Greg and John Boy and Speed Racer and Trixie and Elmo. Growing up, I watched and loved the Brady Bunch and the Partridge Family and the Waltons and Sesame Street and the Cosby Show. 30 to 60 minutes of conflict and then resolution. A resolution that had everyone happy and loving each other and perfect. And now there are the television shows Friends and Will and Grace and all the kids' programs that sell us the same story. Yes, you too can find happiness in 60 minutes or less. I believed it all. I totally brought into the television shows, movies, fairy tales, and books that taught me that everything would work out and fast, that no matter what, things would turn out for the best. I kept hoping that somehow my life would be like the stories I watched and read about. I wanted my life to resolve as it did if you were a Brady or a Partridge or a Huxtable or Elmo in 60 minutes or less. Most importantly, I wanted to be a part of these perfect, happy families that loved each other no matter what and were there for each other no matter what. What hit me like a ton of bricks is that I realized that believing in happy endings, happy families, especially quickie happy endings, has been one of the main reasons I find it so hard to be here on planet Earth. I don't understand why the universe doesn't work like TV. We should all get our happy endings and happy families in 60 minutes or less. Wouldn't life be so much cooler that way? Think of all the happy people that would be running around planet Earth. But sadly, we don't always have happy endings or happy families. That's an even tougher concept for me to handle. Why shouldn't everything be easy and easy and easy and instantly manifested? Who needs all the pain and struggle and strife? I want happy endings and a happy family now. But ultimately, I'm learning that life isn't really about happy. Life is about the never-ending just do it and make the best of it and go with the flow and accept the bad with the good without judging it as bad or good and realize that there's something bigger than you and you're wanting your happy stuff. I wish it were different, though. I wish us humans could have created a life where happy everything is a given, every minute and every time, where happy really is our birthright without having to work so hard to get it, where it didn't take so many centuries of evolution to get us to where we want to be. That would be cool. I guess we're all not going to get our happy endings and happy families, and if we do, they can take a long time in the coming, months, years, centuries, and lifetimes. That sucks, doesn't it? That you might not get it this time around, but you might the next life. What good is a happy ending if I don't even know for sure it's going to come? Maybe growing up means understanding that life is not really about getting what you want or what you think you want or what you think you should have or be or do right now. Maybe it's about believing in the happy endings and happy families and being patient for them to come, even if it means waiting a couple of lifetimes. Sitcoms suck. I wrote this next song, Love Comes Easy, as an ode to the members of my beloved chorus, The Blended Souls, many of whom are here tonight. Being a part of this group these past 3 years has blessed me with a sense of belonging and acceptance and security and love that I have searched for most of my life and envied in the sitcoms that I addictively watched as a child. We became a family just like in the sitcoms, where we were there for each other and enjoyed each other's company immensely. Music served as a sacred vehicle that evolved our friendships into a bond of community and family. So through music, I honored this cherished relationship. Here's Love Comes Easy.
Looking for a place to call home, a place where I can be the me I want to be, a place where people look at me and see the me I want them to see. I've been looking for a place to rest my heart, a place where love comes for some hands to hold my hand, some hands to feel the beating of my heart, some hands that I can feel me and won't let go. No matter where I fall, I've been looking for some hands to hold me close, some hands where love comes easy, some hands where love comes easy. I've been looking for a family so true, a family the new brings out the best in me, a family though young and good, so strong. We raise our voices as one we belong. I've been looking for a family of my own, a family where love comes easy, a family where love comes easy. In you, my friends, I found my home. Some friends, a family to call my own. In you, my friends, I found my spirit soars with the breeze. Love, love comes easy. And love, love, love comes easy. And love, love comes easy.
Barbara Quinlan. Rock and roll. Last chapter. Writing about suckiness sucks. Okay, I think I'm done writing about sucky things. It's starting to make me feel sucky all the time. I find I'm now looking for things to feel sucky about, and it feels sucky. I've had my piece about how life sucks, and now I'm ready to start finding the things in life that feel good. Writing these essays has been like making a really, really good poop. I've gotten it out, and now it's time to get off the pot, pick myself up, and start being grateful. And I've truly got a lot to be grateful for. And if some sucky situations come up again that need notating, I can always write Life Sucks Volume 2. Wait, I have a song. Wait. Carl, can we start that again? Sorry, I have a song to finish, but thank you. You can stand up for me again when I'm done. That'll be fun. And for those of you that didn't stand up, you stand up too. Life sucks. So there, I'll shout it from the rooftops. It feels so good to say the words I know won't get me anywhere. But hey, sometimes it's just all right to call it as you feel 'em and rant and rave and hit the couch, forgetting love is all about. And even though my heart knows I should speak of godly things, my ego likes to stand up and sing. Join me if you want. I'll tell you when. It's tough to be a human. Life sucks. There's too much doom and gloom and life sucks. There's reasons I'm presuming. Life sucks. I know, I should be looking on the bright side. And that's why I'm just kidding. We breathe, we feel, we open up to spirit. We meditate and quiet our minds to meet up with our inner guide. And then we open up our eyes and realize hits us bam! We wake up and we realize we have to do this life thing all over again. And even though my heart knows I should speak of godly things, my ego likes to stand up and sing. Second page. It's tough to be a human. Life sucks. There's too much doom and gloom and life sucks. There's reasons I'm presuming. Life sucks. I know. One of these days I'll be looking on the bright side, and that's why I'm really just kidding. Okay, though, this is my last shot at sharing with you what sucks, so here goes. It sucks breaking out an eczema on your face the day of your big debut book reading. It sucks having droopy boobies. It sucks having to clean bed sheets. It sucks not having sex more than once every 3 months. And it sucks that I have to go pee right now and I can't use the bathroom because I'm singing this friggin' song. Okay. I've had my many sucky moments. I've said it and I've sung it loud and held my head up nice and proud. But I know that the longer that I stay in sucky mode, I might attract more sucky things and then I will explode. I've had my fill of sucky and I hope that you have too. But if you ain't, then go and read my book through. It's tough to be a human. Life sucks. There's too much doom and gloom and there's reasons I'm presuming. I really do know that one of these days I'll be looking on the bright side, and that's why I'm really just kidding. All right, now at the end. Woo! I did it! Woo! Woo! Oh, Mary! Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you. All your support. Thank you. Woohoo! Oh, Chrissy, thank you. Oh, my God. Guys, I'm just going to request, if you can give me 2 minutes, I just have a couple of thank yous, and I'd really love the opportunity to just say thank you to a couple people. Thank you so much for my flowers. Let me put them here for a minute. Okay. Oh, wow. That was cool. Connie over here helped me put this whole thing together. Thank you so much. She was wonderful. She just helped me make this whole night happen, Connie. Ruth over here, who's been selling my book in the bookstore, the first bookstore I've ever sold books in.
I love you, kid.
Love you too. All right. Carl back here, who volunteered to do sound. Carl saved my butt so Jamie didn't have to do it. It would have been a total nightmare if Jamie had to do that sound. Oh, my sister, Gabrielle. Come here, you, for filming this for me tonight.
You're really funny. Thank you.
This Gabrielle is like the only person in the world that can always make me laugh. Even though we were fighting a lot as kids, it could always make me laugh. My husband, Jamie, for his love and support and encouraging me to do this, because I really wouldn't have done it without him. Jamie, thank you. Wait, I have one more. One more. It's done in a minute. Okay. This is for Barbara Quinlan. I have to tell you, thank you. I just have to say that A lot of those songs that I sung tonight, or Barbara sung tonight, I've never had done publicly. And it was the first time for me. The first song that I sang, When, was the first song I ever wrote. And I was about 22 years old. So that's a lot. It's 26 years ago. Yeah, right. I love Forrest. He's the dude, man. So it was a real honor, and I'm going to say this in front of everybody, for you to stand up there and bring my music to life. So I really will never forget that. And she generously donated her time. She said, I'll just do it for you, Allie, which is such a gift. So really, thank you. All right, thank you, everybody, for coming. I loved seeing all your faces. It was so great. So great. Thank you. All right.
Allie, say a few words.
A few words.
Come on.
Hi, my name is Allie Schuyler, and I'm sitting here signing a book.
Okay, I'm Nicholas, the Candy Cane Man. I told Allie, she's busy right now, that the only complaint I have about this book title is that since I was a breastfeeding baby, the idea of sucking being a negative term doesn't make it. It's the most positive thing possible in the beginning of my life. So life sucks. That's good.
I laughed so hard I peed my pants. Just kidding. But I could have. It was great. It was hysterical. It was a fabulous night. I felt like I was at the theater. I felt like I was someplace big and huge because that's where I see Allie going, and I was just so grateful to be able. I'm not sure where I'm supposed to be looking. I'm going to look over here. I'm going to look over here. And everywhere I looked and everywhere I was, I had a great time tonight. Thanks, Allie. Love.
Unbelievably, hysterically funny.
Start again.
That was hysterically funny, and I peed in my pants. I gotta go. I gotta go change.
Go.
Allie, I love the book. I love you.
Wait,
The show.
Start again.
I absolutely love the show. It reminded me of the Vagina Monologues on Broadway. You are incredible. Love it, love it. If you haven't seen it, you must go.
I am blown away. I didn't know what to expect. I never had read the book. I had never even heard of this person. Allie Schuyler? Who the hell is Allie Schuyler? Never heard of her. Someone told me to come to this place that they had been to or had attended, and so I decided. I had nothing better to do on my Saturday evening, so I decided to come and see what all the buzz was about. Well, I'll tell you, I was laughing till I was crying. It made me, I just identified with her. Who the heck was this woman? She was taking the thoughts out of my head. Let me tell you, from parenting sucks to parenting sucks to parenting sucks. Get the message? Parenting sucks. But anyway, Allie, you did a beautiful job. I am blown away by your talent, your music writing ability. Congratulations, and much, much more success to you. I love you, and I'm proud to be associated with this event in any way, shape, or form. Congratulations.
That'll be one of the funniest evenings I have heard. I tell you, this lady is amazing.
Start again. Start again. Sorry.
That has got to be one of the funniest evenings I have heard. This lady's amazing. I tell you, she said things I'd never thought of. The way she said it had me rolling in the aisles. Incredible. We were laughing, we were crying. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. You got to see her in action. Read her book.
It was hysterical. I was crying, laughing. And it was just kind of the stuff, it was perfect. It was perfect for, I guess, all the other stuff we're reading that's about spirituality and how perfect you have to be. She said it all. It was great. It was great. I'd definitely go again.